We've been waiting so long, the season finally here. Soak it up and cheer, cause T-Wolves Dunk is here. No need to fear, the wait is now gone. So farewell so long, cause T-Wolves Dunk is on draft night. So I was at work, just kind of sitting where all the servers sit, not really doing anything. I get a notification. Ricky Rubio. Wait, no. So the first notification was Ricky Rubio and the Timberwolves trade Ricky Rubio and a second round pick to the and cash to the Cavaliers for Taurean Prince. And I'm like, what? So I call Chris. I'm like, Chris, do you see that? And he's like, yeah, what the heck? And it was just crazy. So what were your initial thoughts on that before Woj came out and switched it up because he made a typo?
My initial thoughts were, even if we had to give up a second round in cash for Taurean Prince, I honestly would not have been mad. There's a couple reasons, obviously. We lessened our cap hit greatly with Rubio's $17 million contract off the books. And in all honesty, I think everyone can admit to this, that the Ricky Rubio, it just wasn't a good fit, I don't think, last season, especially with, we have a loaded backcourt. Like there's way too many guards on the Timberwolves roster. I mean, everyone realizes this, and it's becoming even more of a problem, even while trading Ricky Rubio, because of how well Jalen Noel's playing this offseason, and them wanting to get Jordan McLaughlin back, and it's tough. It's tough to find space, but I think it's a great trade. I saw it. We both texted each other, and I'm like, yeah, I'm down with Taurean Prince. He's what we need. He's a 3-and-D guy. He's made some plays for the Nets. I mean, I think he averaged like 8 points a game last season, but he is like the Drew League and the pickup court god. Like if you guys go watch some mixtapes of him like shooting and stuff, he just goes off at these like pro runs and stuff like that. So I'm super excited. Anytime the Wolves can get some shooting and like mediocre defense, I am 100% on board with that. Obviously, I do think it's a big loss. Ant loved Ricky. I mean, I think obviously everyone loves Ricky Rubio. I mean, I don't know how you can't, but at the end of the day, it just wasn't a good fit. And I think the funny part is, everyone says like Minnesota is the place to go and die. What? Like if you get like included in a trade, like you do not want to go to the Minnesota Timberwolves. You are always going to be last. But I honestly think Ricky Rubio got short end of the stick with this one. I think going to the Cavs might be worse than like coming from the Wolves. Like I do believe that.
Yeah, I feel bad for him. Like he got welcomed home like he was some king, and everyone was so excited that Ricky Rubio was back. I think did we even make a video about it? I think we might have made a video about it right when he came back, and everyone was just so excited. The leg monster.
Yeah, we might have made it. I think we did make a video about it. Are we good now?
I think so. We should be. You can hear me right up to date.
Yeah, I got you, guys. If you don't know, we tend to have a lot of connection issues with this podcast, so hopefully it can be nice to us for the remainder of this podcast.
It's Chris's Wi-Fi too. Just to let you guys know.
It is 100% not my Wi-Fi. We just got a new Wi-Fi this weekend. You got a new router, internet?
new everything. So mine is crystal clear. I think it's got to be you.
All right, that's fair.
As I was saying, I think I just feel bad for Ricky Rubio. I feel like everyone was so excited for him to get here, and then he's just started playing, and everyone's like, "This guy's terrible. Like he's just a terrible fit for the team," and everyone was just pretty excited for him to get shipped off. Honestly.
I honestly just like, I don't know, if you guys watch the Timberwolves talk season 1, a lot of it, last year we had Doogie on a couple times, Darren Wolfson, and he talked about the effect of COVID on Ricky Rubio. And if I'm being completely honest, like, I don't know if COVID changes the person's that game that much. Like,
but no, you saw him in the Olympics, man. He was like dropping.
He was balling. He made
right before we traded him.
You see that?
Yeah, right before we traded him, I was like, all right, like Ricky Rubio, like maybe he's gonna be good next year. And then we traded him right away. So with our luck, he's gonna have a comeback season next year.
It was just a lack of awareness on the court. I don't know. Like it was just I thought his defense was how it usually is. Like Ricky Rubio is a plus defender in most cases. The his main skill was just not good. Like he turned the ball over like
He had the
tremendous
worst.
amount of times.
He had the worst dribble percentage in the NBA. That's a stat. I don't know what the stat is. I think it's turnovers per dribble or something crazy like that. But he had the worst turn or dribble percentage in the whole NBA.
If you're a point guard and you have the worst dribble percentage in the NBA, like just say
Who
that out
comes up?
loud.
Who comes up
should
with that
say something.
stat? Who comes up with that stat?
I don't. I'm kind of. I like the advanced analytics. It's kind of funny
Yeah.
to see who leads in different categories. But like, yeah, no, you just like even just the average fan could see that something was not clicking with Ricky Rubio and the Timberwolves. It was the poor shot selection, the lack of ball handling, bad passes, and I just don't know if he was a clear cut fit with like young candidates like Jalen Noel and McLaughlin needing playing time, and like they'd play. I think a lot of people forget that Ryan Saunders was our coach for half the year last year. I think a lot of people forget that. That was an era of Timberwolves basketball. I mean, that was terrible. Ryan Saunders was playing that Ricky Rubio and D'Lo lineup so much, like it was
tough to
it was
watch.
bad, man. So it was really tough to watch. So I think the Ricky Rubio, hopefully he goes and performs in Cleveland. Like, best of luck to him. I hope he gets shipped off to a contender, though. I really do. I hope the Lakers trade for him or something, or some team that needs him, because I mean, they have two really good young guards in Cleveland, so he's not going to start. I can tell you that. I can tell you Garland and Sexton are definitely going to start over him. So